Hello YouTube, welcome back. Alright, we are back to a journey through Dragon Age Origins. Now, we just done a little bit of exploring, talking to a few people. I showed you how to find some backpacks, talked to you about the inventory. But now we are going on with our quest. As you see, the little green arrow up there is who I'm supposed to be talking to. So let's go up here and check it out.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
Very cheerful young man, isn't he?
One good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
You are a very strange human.
You're not the first to tell me that. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage.
We haven't met. You must be Alistair.
And that makes you Duncan's new recruit, I suppose. Glad to meet you. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
Pleased to meet you. My name is Nyre.
Right, that was the name. You know, it just occurred to me that there have never been many women in the Grey Wardens. I wonder why that is.
You want women in the Wardens, do you?
Would that be so terrible? Not that I'm some drooling lecture or anything, please stop letting me clever. So I'm curious, have you ever actually encountered Darkspawn before?
Yes, just recently.
I've only fought them once up close, and that was before the battles here started, which Duncan has kept me out of so far. Tell me, did you find them as monstrous as I did?
Hideous, dangerous, but killable.
You'll be at an advantage then. Most new recruits have never even seen Darkspawn. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
That argument I saw, what was it about?
With the mage. The Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are, which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
What's a Templar?
You don't know? Quick version then. The Chantry tries to control mages because they're dangerous, so they keep Templars that train to hunt down and kill apostles. That's what I was being trained as when Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
What about the other recruits?
Dabbit and Sir Jory are here in the camp. Have you met them?
Yes, both of them.
That makes things easy then. They'll both be back with Duncan by now.
I look forward to traveling with you.
You do? Huh, that's a switch. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Now, Alistair is probably one of my favorite characters in this game. Not only is he a fellow Grey Warden, he's very hilarious at times. And you can get your approval up pretty quickly with him by joking around. You can also, let's come back down here. He is just hilarious. Let's just say that. And you can talk to him.
As I said, I was trained as a Templar before Duncan recruited me about 6 months ago. Chantry made me. And becoming a Templar was a decision made for me a long time ago. Duncan saw I wasn't happy and figured my training against mages could double for fighting darkspawn. Now, here I stand, a proud Grey Warden. The Grand Cleric wouldn't have let me go if Duncan knew what was the issue. I'll always be grateful to him.
You speak fondly of Duncan.
I spent years in that chantry, hopelessly resigned to my fate. Duncan was the first person who cared what I wanted. He risked a lot of trouble with the Grand Cleric to help me.
A few questions for you.
What about?
The joining ritual.
I wish I could tell you more. Maybe ask me again after Duncan speaks to you about it. You want to ask me about something else?
What about Duncan?
Duncan is the leader of the Grey Wardens in Ferelden, which he would say doesn't mean much, as there aren't many of us here. Yet, beyond that, he's a good man, a good judge of character. I owe him a lot. What about you? What do you think of him?
I owe him as well. He saved me.
That sounds familiar. He's done the best he can with what little he has. And that includes me, I guess. You want to ask me about something else?
The blight.
Of course.
So, what is a blight?
You want the Chantry's version or the truth?
Give me the truth.
The truth is we don't really know. They come up from the ground. And that's as far as we've got. Of course.
How do Grey Wardens defeat blights?
We chop off the snake's head. It's the only way. According to texts, the most famous Grey Warden leader, Garahel, killed the archdemon Underal in personal combat at the Battle of Aesley to end the last blight. Without the archdemon to command them, the darkspawn flee back underground.
How does anyone know about this blight?
The Grey Wardens keep watch. We feel the darkspawn when they come. You'll understand after the joining, if you... well, you'll understand. Not to mention people start to notice when darkspawn pour out of the wild and taint everything around them. Just guess. You want to ask me about something else?
Let's talk about Grey
So I
Wardens.
imagine. What would you like to know?
I'm not sure I know anything about Grey Wardens.
Well, let's see. Surely you've heard of White Out's fortress? The great eyrie carved into the white cliffs far up in the Underbelt? That's where the Grey Wardens once kept the griffins. The griffins died out, however, and our numbers have dwindled since the last blight. There's only a handful left in Ferelden, a few more in other nations.
So the Grey Wardens had the power, right, to recruit anyone?
King Marek, Kaelin's father, reaffirmed the power the Grey Wardens were given during the blight. In practice, we can't conscript too often without hurting our cause. We were exiled from Ferelden once. Best not to let that happen again. You want to ask me about something else? The one tomorrow. I'll tell you. It's Ten Loghain we should be looking to win it, not the king. Kaelin just wants his place in history. The Tairn is planning the strategy. That's my opinion, anyway. I guess I should be thankful the king favours us Grey Wardens. But I know who's keeping the lid on the pot.
Why is it happening here of all places?
We're at the edge of the Korkari Wilds, the eye of the Blight storm, right where the Horde will be coming. Ostagar itself was an excellent defensive position. The Wilders were pushed back from here time and again in ancient days.
How much will I be participating?
You know, that's a good question. The other Grey Wardens are riding into battle with the king. I don't know if you'll agree with that.
Okay.
You want to ask me about something else?
Okay. No more questions.
Then let's get a move on, shall we?
Let's go find... Oh, I already got approval points from Alistair. Already. What do you know? Alright, let's head over here, see our friend Duncan. Get ready to go have some more fun.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you've quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Kokari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit.
And the second task?
There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
What kind of scrolls are these?
Old treaties, if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago. They were once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with.
Hey, let's go.
Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Now let's get out of here. I think we gotta go. Yep, we gotta go this way. Oh, what is that? That's just a knife.
Well, I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
And we shall end our episode, today's episode here. We will see you next time.